Pause for a moment. Imagine it's 10 years from now. You're older, wiser, stronger, more disciplined. Now imagine that version of you looking back at who you are today. Watching you, watching how you wake up, watching how you spend your time, watching your excuses, watching your discipline, watching your habits. Your future self is watching, and the question is, are you making them proud or are you making them disappointed? Because every decision you make today is writing the biography your future self will have to live with. Most people live like no one is watching, but someone is. It's not your friends. It's not social media. It's not your critics. It's you, the future you, the version of you that either lives in regret or lives in gratitude. Regret says, I wish I started earlier. I wish I took that risk. I wish I stopped procrastinating. I wish I believed in myself. Gratitude says, I'm glad I didn't quit. I'm glad I stayed consistent. I'm glad I didn't give up when it was hard. The pain of discipline today is lighter than the pain of regret tomorrow, and your future self knows it. Look at the story of Esau. He was hungry. In that moment, nothing mattered except immediate relief. So he traded his birthright for a bowl of stew. One emotional decision, one temporary craving, one short-term comfort, and it cost him a lifetime blessing. That's what happens when you forget your future self is watching. Every time you choose comfort over growth, every time you choose distraction over discipline, every time you choose excuses over effort, you're trading long-term destiny for short-term pleasure. Your future self is either begging you to stay focused or crying because you didn't. Success isn't built in one big moment. It has built in small mornings, small habits, small disciplines, small consistent choices. Gym you skipped, the book you didn't read, the skill you refused to learn, the opportunity you were too afraid to pursue. They feel small today, but compound them over 5 years. They become the difference between average and extraordinary. Think about this. If you improve just 1% every day, in 1 year you are completely transformed. Your future self doesn't need you to be perfect. They just need you to be consistent. Look at Joseph. He had every reason to quit. Betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, thrown into prison, but every time he had a choice. He chose integrity. When no one was watching, he stayed disciplined. When no one was rewarding him, he stayed faithful. When no one believed in him, he kept believing. Why? Because he wasn't living for the moment. He was living for the promise. Your future self lives in the promise. And every time you resist temptation, every time you stay consistent, every time you say no to what's easy and yes to what's right, you're building the palace while you're still in the prison. Joseph's future was watching him in that prison cell. And your future is watching you right now. Procrastination is silent sabotage. It whispers, you have time, start tomorrow. You're still young, it's not urgent. But tomorrow turns into next week. Next week turns into next year, and next year turns into regret. Your future self doesn't need motivation. They need action. They need you to wake up earlier, invest smarter, learn continuously, build discipline, protect your health, guard your mindset, beast the body you neglect today. Your future self has to live in the skills you refuse to build today. Your future self has to struggle without the risks you're too afraid to take today. Your future self may never recover from. Even Abraham had to trust a future he couldn't see. God promised him a nation, but he didn't see it immediately. He had to live today in a way that honored tomorrow. Faith is living like the promise is real before you see proof. Your future self exists in potential. They are stronger, more successful, more disciplined, more impactful. But they only exist if you build them. The life you want is on the other side of daily obedience. The impact you dream of is on the other side of daily consistency. The success you pray for is on the other side of daily sacrifice. Imagine meeting your future self today. They sit across from you. They look you in the eyes. And they say one of two things. Option one, thank you. Thank you for not quitting. Thank you for staying disciplined. Thank you for believing when it was hard. Because of you, I'm living the dream. Or option two, why did you wait? Why did you doubt yourself? Why did you let fear control you? Why did you waste time? Which conversation do you want? Because that conversation is being decided right now. Your future self is watching how you handle setbacks, manage money, use time, treat people, build habits, strengthen faith. They are watching your late nights. They are watching your early mornings. They are watching your discipline when nobody applauds. Don't betray them. Don't abandon them. Build them, protect them, honor them, because one day you will become the person you are currently building. And when that day comes, make sure you can look back at this version of you and say, I'm proud of you. Your future self is watching. Start acting like it.